So when my mama threw the cordless phone, she hit me right in the back of the head. Boom! I hit my head. I said, oh! And I looked at her. She said, keep trying me. I'm like, oh, my mama said, what you want to do? And I turned around, and I don't know. I was just so heated. I was so mad. And I just wanted to, I was just so done. So I literally grabbed the like the end of the wall, and I just hit my head to the wall like, boom. My mama said, oh, let me help you. And she grabbed me from the back. And so now I'm like, let me go. So she steady holding me. I'm like, let me go, let me go. I'm just doing all type of stuff like wiggling. So she ended up, wow, hitting me. I'm like, I'm sick of this. So my mama said, oh, you want to get tough? She like, I've been waiting on this moment. Let me go get my bed. I'm finna crack you upside your head. So she went up the stairs. I say, I waited till she got halfway up there. I'm like, no, you not. I'm finna leave. She say, try me. So Mark like, please don't leave. I'm like, you coming? He like, no. I'm like, I'm leaving. So I leave out the front door, right? Boom. As I leave and start walking out all the way out, my mama comes right. She like, you better get back here. Don't test me. I straight jetted. I'm talking about she wasn't even running behind me yet. I just straight jet. Pew! I'm gone. I don't even got a plan. I ain't got no clothes. I just got on what I got on. She tripping. I'm not going no more. I was that upset. So I went straight to Raymond crib. I rang the bell. Boom. Denisha come to the door. I'm like, hey, your brother here? So now, remember, I told you, if y'all been watching my story time about Denisha. Now, Denisha got two twin sisters. So the sister come down like, Brody Dodie, what you doing down here? Do your mama know you down here? I'm like, get on my business. I'm like, I need to talk to Raymond. So Denisha, she like, yeah, well, he probably over there with his girlfriend, probably gonna spend the night with his girlfriend. I'm like, can you call him real quick? She like, yeah. I'm like, is your mama here? She like, no, because her mama drew the buses. Now, her mama drive the buses all the time, so her mama don't be coming home until like 5 a.m. So I'm like, I need somewhere to crash. I need you to let me in. I was nervous because I didn't know if my mama was walking up the blocks or nothing like that, because my mama was always a step ahead of me. So she was like, what's happening? I'm like, man, my mama, I'm like, man, she beating on me. And I'm like, I ain't got time. I just walked out. She like, she gonna catch you. Now, everybody knew how my mom was, especially towards me, because my mama knew my friends. My mama would come and pop up, like straight up. And everybody thought my mama was sweet, but she was not. My mama was behind those closed doors. She was built different, but she was nice to everybody else. You feel me? So, boom, she let me in. So she called Raymond. So, boom, I'm talking to Raymond. I'm like, hey, I need a favor. He like, what's going on? I'm like, where you at? He like, I'm at my girl crib. I'm like, look. I'm like, my mom, she put her hands on me. I ain't taking this no more. I'm like, I just need to crash here, bro. He like, all right. He like, you can sleep in my room. I'm like, man, I owe you a big one. He like, I don't know if you can fit some of my clothes, but you want some of my clothes? I'm like, no, I'm good. He like, all right. He like, I'll be there in a couple of hours. Boom, it was a set deal. So I end up hopping in the shower. Now, mind you, all I got is the clothes that I got on my back. So I'm putting on the same clothes, right? I got the same clothes on, same underwear. Don't talk about me. Same underwear, same socks, everything. So boom, he finally come. He come with some Wendy's. We bang. I'm crashing out. It's time for me now to originally go to school. So I go to school, right? Regularly. I go to school, but I don't catch the bus where I normally catch the bus. I went some blocks down. But I did want to see if I could see Mark, but I didn't trust it because my mama did say that she was finna go to Mark's school to see was he there? But here's the deal. She don't know that Mark's friend did the whole sign-in for him. So it's going to say that he was there anyway. You feel me? But she don't know that. So I'm like, man, I really want to see my brother at this bus stop, but I didn't even take no risk. Boom, I go to school. Boom, I'm in the cafeteria, right? I'm in the cafeteria, and we got gym right after. So I'm in the cafeteria, and I'm looking at Brianna, right? Brianna looking at me. So the girl with the sky, she looking. I'm like, I look at Brianna, but I'm looking like, wow, I was so lost for her. Like, you do me like that? Like, dang, ma, like, I thought you was really rocking with me. Like, and I was telling you how my mom was. You was even helping me in the beginning. You was giving me your cell phone, your cellular device so I could text. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your mama know y'all went all out on this one, but I bet. I ain't tripping on it. So she was rolling her eyes at me like, you know what I'm saying? And the girl with the skylight, what, you got a problem? I'm like, Straight like, I don't even want to, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to hear. So I went on ahead. I didn't even eat my food. I just threw it away. Boom. As I'm coming out the cafeteria and I'm finna get ready to go to the gym, somebody already coming out the gym. So it's the dude that know Brianna. So he like, hey, I think they finna have a parent-teacher conference in there. I'm like, what? I'm like, how? I'm finna go see the coach. So I went, as I'm walking in there, my mom is like, I don't know, like maybe 24, 28 feet. I don't know. She like 24 steps away from me. I don't know, but she can't see me because as soon as I walked in, I saw her whole figure and everything. And I was like, ooh, I'm talking about straight. Ooh, I was hard drop. I left out of this whole school building. Boom. I go straight up to the workplace, to my job, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna just chill out at the workplace. So I see Yo-Yo. So I'm like, Yo-Yo, I need to talk to you. So she's like, why are you here so early? Why are you not in school? I'm like, look, I really need to talk to you. She's like, yeah, Miss Shirley come back today, but I think she come back tonight. I'm like, look, we need to talk. She's like, okay, what? I'm like, we need to talk in the back. She's like, in the back? I'm like, yeah. So we go out in the back and I'm talking to her. I'm like, look, my mom is going to come up here looking for you. She like, yo, mama? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, because Brianna ended up telling her mama something. My mama ended up bringing me to Brianna's house. So I'm like telling her to scoot. So she was like, okay, she can come up here and look for me, whatever she need to know. I'm like, no. I'm like, look, I don't know what's about to happen, but if my mama asks if you saw me, tell her no. I'm like, she be beating on me. She like, beating on you? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, look, and I'm trying to run away. So Yo-Yo gave me her word. She said, well, if you want to, when we get off, she like, you just gotta wait, because I remember I used to leave at 5 o'clock, but Yo-Yo get off like 7. So she was like, you can come and stay in my crib. I'm like, stay at your crib? She like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. She like, but you just can't tell nobody here. I'm like, I ain't gonna tell nobody. She like, all right. She like, just wait in the back, right? So now I'm waiting in the back. I'm just chilling until it's my time to work, because I do supposed to work that day. So boom, it's time. I go ahead, I clock in. Boom, I'm working, right? We in the middle of the rush. Tickets are flowing. Tickets are going, right? So boom, I'm like, man, they want extra sauce on this one? She like, yeah, and they want hot sauce on that. Make sure you put a lot of hot sauce on there. I'm like, all right, I got you. Extra barbecue sauce, extra hot sauce on it. Got it. So boom, I'm like, how much? A pan of fries? I got you. I'm like, hey, I'm back there. I'm running the kitchen because we had a fish fryer. We had people that was on fish, people on fry. So we had a lot going on. So boom, we're getting the tickets going. So boom, old girl that be normally helping Yo-Yo, she came back there. I'm like, hey, you think you give me a loaf of bread? Because we always got to put like some bread on, you know what I'm saying? Some bread up in that joint. You know what I'm saying? That's the tray. You get that little bit of bread, get a little bit of pond. So, I said, hey, can you give me some bread? She was like, yeah, I can get you some bread. I'm like, all right. So she went on here back there and got the bread. So boom, she give me the bread, right? She give me the bread and she grabbed my hand. I'm like, you better stop. She like, no. I'm like, look, I need your favor. One more favor. She like, okay, I'm not working for you. I'm supposed to be in the front. I'm like, come on, please. She like, what is it? I'm like, look, I need the spatula thing. It was a spatula to catch like all the rest of the grease crumbs. I just wanted to wipe it out, you know what I'm saying, to make sure the grease is getting good. I ain't want that flaky stuff on people's chicken. I take chicken to hard. I take chicken to hard, you feel me? So boom, she like, yeah. So I can still see her as she got it. She like, oh, I can't reach it, acting like she couldn't reach it. So I'm like, man, I really needed it because I had to drop my next set of chicken in there. I walk over there and I go grab it. Like I was on the side by her. She somehow got it. The motion of her body is like we side by side. She somehow got it, like merged right, like boom, and put her posterior right through the middle. And I was like, had my hand up. I'm like, ooh. And so I'm like, yo, what you doing? And then Yo-Yo comes right in, and she like, what are you? Okay, so I need help out in the front, and y'all back here flirting. I'm like, nobody's back here flirting. I'm like, I was just trying to grab the splash. She like, both of y'all grab it right behind. Like, You behind her grabbing the spot. I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to grab. I'm like, it's not what you think. She like, I need you out in the front. She like, I'm coming. So she say, can you stay on the register? Stay put. Stay in your position. Do not move your position until I give you a break. She like, I heard you. So boom, she stormed off. And I'm like, she said, so really? I'm like, don't start. We at work. She like, yeah, we at work, but you just need somewhere to stay and want me to have your back. But you back here flirting with her? Dang, so you for everybody. I'm like, I'm for everybody. She like, yeah, you must be for everybody. I'm like, ain't nobody for everybody. I'm like, look, I'm not finna do that. So the dude that's in the smoke area, he come out, he like, y'all at it again. He like, I'm thirsty. She like, come on, because while you sitting up here tomorrow, you thirsty again. We got a whole 2 pans. She said 2 pans of baby back ribs. 2 pans. So he like, man. So they ban. That mean they ban fat. It's 5 in 1 pan. So she like, yeah, and 1 with sauce, 1 without. So he like, all right, he like, I know what to do. He like, it's ready. He like, I got it back there. He like, don't do nothing to me. I ain't did nothing. He like, check your girl. I'm like, man, look, I'm finna go ahead and finish doing the stuff before I burn the grease. So I started dropping the chicken. So she like, I can't even believe. She like, we gonna talk. It's cool. I'm like, yeah, we'll talk after the shift, right? She said, yeah. I'm like, am I still coming over? Because I want look. I asked her whether still coming over because I need to make sure I'm safe and I want to be out of Dodge that my mama can't see me. She like, oh, you still want to come over? You want to go to her house? I'm like, what, you want me to? So I'm steady driving. She like, ugh. And she walks off, hit the cafe door. So now I guess they having their little words. And so now she comes out and now, so the girl that was at the register, the one that keep flirting with me, she comes back there where I'm at. So now that means that once I say all the food is up, she puts it in the bag and wraps it up and put it in the, you know what I'm saying? And then hands it out to the front. So now she got her doing the hard part, but she got her back there with me. So I'm over there dropping stuff. I'm like, hey, don't be mad. I'm like, smile, you too pretty. She like, stop it. I'm like, smile for me. I'm like, I ain't gonna stop messing with you. So I come over there. I'm like, here, pan of chicken up. Now I'm messing with her, right? I'm messing because I just want to get her to smile, right? So she started smelling. I'm like, all right, there you go. So now we just dropping the chicken down to normal flow. Yo-Yo come back there. So Yo-Yo like, look like y'all like each other. So do y'all want to take a break at the same time?